Now it's time for How Pro Is That?
Fly ball, well hit center. Drifting back, Kane. Hasta la vista. It's way out of here. Ronald Acuña Jr. with a moonshot home run. His first home run, Jeff, since last July.
I'll show you the replay. He fell down. After he hit the ball, he fell down in the batter's box.
How pro is that?
Well, I mean, Ronald Acuña Jr. is really pro, Kev. Really pro. I mean, how impressive was that? Because some were like, well, what if it would be more pro, more impressive if he was falling during the swing? But I still think
that right ankle, it buckled. It buckled. So then he just lost his balance. He already exploded on the baseball, as we saw.
Right.
And then that right ankle just buckled and he went down. But I mean, the talent that he has, and he's not a huge guy, but you can see that right ankle goes back, stays through the baseball as well as anybody in the league.
Yep.
He's got power to all fields. He's a special player, and I think as he matures, and when I say that, I mean matures, the game's going to get really slow, and he's going to understand that, this game is easy when you have this kind of a talent, and it's a very, very hard game, but, man, he makes it look easy.
So, Kev, he hits the home run, and then he hit the silencer, and LeBron James, who made that celebration famous, noticed it and sent this out on the old bird app. Yes, sir. Went yard, then hit the silencer. Hey, I mean, Ronald Acuña Jr. has been looked at for years now as one of the budding stars in the game. And just to show, in my opinion, how healthy the sport is, it's a really hard debate. It's not just a couple of dudes that you're debating, well, who's got next? It is like a dozen plus, couple dozen, where you're like, could be. So that's why I think baseball, for as many people who are out there trying to tell us why this sport or the league is dying, they're so anxious to say, a 4-hour game, baseball's dying. Just looking around the league and seeing how many bright young stars that we have right now in front of us, I mean, that's what I'm gravitating towards. And Ronald Acuña Jr. is one of those guys.
Well, yeah, I mean, the position players, it just took on this whole little wave. But, this guy, watching him play the game, I mean, the speed, the power, we always talk about that combination. Speed never slumps, great, he's got that. And then he'll click you pole to pole. And I'm telling you, he gets the ball, gets deep, and he stays through that baseball as well as anybody. But he's a huge talent. Yeah. It's just the more he matures, the better he's going to become. He's raw. He's good. He's a star. He's everything, right?
Again, I don't want people twisting your words. When you say mature as a ball player, it's just the more reps that he has. It has nothing to do with his electric personality. You're not trying to dim that down at all.
Well, there's time. No, not at all. Not that part. There's times when he doesn't run, and he's been benched, and that's when we learn from those times by Snit.
Totally.
And that's normal. But I'm talking about just bats under his belt. Yeah, then it becomes just like,
and for the record, I am not rooting for 4-hour games. I was just using that as an example. We don't, just to make sure that wasn't lost in the translation.